So, guys, y'all like the new setup? I thought it'd be pretty cool. Shout outs to like Opossum Bud for like this idea of doing like a recording type of setup where I'm pretty much in front of my camera on a tripod. Yeah, my like small little collection in the background, some nice cool collectibles. But most importantly, today we're going to be talking about pack openings, right? Because I have beautiful products like this, which I thought about ripping open for the channel. And I started thinking, right? I watched Heart of the Pack and Cardbreaker GT do I want to say it kind of felt like a podcast, but it was just a discussion between the two about pack opening channels and how pack opening channels struggle right now, right? And I kind of agree with that because one of my more recent opening videos that popped off was me opening up one of these, the Marnie Rival Battle Deck, and then the one for the Steven one too. Those videos did pretty well. Not just in terms of like ad revenue, but views as well. Like they actually did pretty decent for a opening. But most of my openings go pretty underwhelming compared to like some of my other videos. And it started making me think about my own content too and start reflecting. Because here's the thing about pack openings, right? I want you guys to think about this. If you're looking to become a YouTuber in any way, shape, or form, or a content creator, think about the pack openings. First and foremost, where are primarily most pack opening experiences being viewed right now? Not on YouTube. If somebody is wanting to watch a pack opening experience, they're probably either on TikTok or they're probably on Whatnot, right? So the pack opening experience has already transitioned to other platforms. And in those platforms, it's usually based on breaks instead of just ripping. On top of that, if you go to YouTube and you search up Pokemon cards and you look at the pack openings, do we see small like new Mewtwo EX Destined Rivals box available now? We don't see those promoted. We see opening $4,000, opening $5,000 in PokeRev mystery packs, opening $4,000 of Destined Rivals, opening 5,000 packs of Prismatic Evolutions, mass openings, crazy openings, ridiculous openings, or you'll see not stopping to a live pool and it's like an expensive, hard to hit chase card. People are opening in massive amounts. So much so that even like 15 million subscriber channels who normally don't do Pokemon have now delved into the Pokemon sphere, right? Content creators. I know there's a streamer that I accidentally trashed on, not realizing how big of a streamer they were. I know that they got into Pokemon and they're ripping packs, but they're ripping in a massive amount, right? The phase guys ripping in massive amounts, right? You get these other channels ripping in massive amounts. As a small person who's trying to grow the YouTube content on their channel, unless your production value is insane, how do you compete? Sure, you could take the Seismic Shock, the T-Move PokeRev route, and go and search eBay and buy stolen product 2 months before release, rip that, and try to get the views and garner the attention that way. But it doesn't last. It doesn't build a lasting community, right? When it comes to pack openings, unless your production value is insane, or unless you could do something that's a little bit more fun, shout outs to somebody like Fleet Freak who does awesome challenges and like games when he records and makes his opening content. Unless you're doing something of that ilk, unless you're doing something where you're making the content as engaging as possible, pack openings are not really the way to go in most TCG spaces right now. Now, if you're a competitive player, go the competitive route. Talk about decks, talk about gameplay, vlog events, vlog tournaments. That's good content. And in some spaces like Yu-Gi-Oh, that's doing extremely well. Those aren't the only style of content that you can go with. If you search up Pokemon cards on the YouTube sphere, another type of content that you get is going to be investment videos. And the investment videos, you get a lot of people that sit in front of that camera and they'll be like, guys, this box is awesome. It's got an awesome Marnie in here. We know Marnie's a fan favorite. Buy these now. They're going to go to the moon, right? But shout outs to Vapor Cell for this one. You can watch a content creator's videos that claims they know about investments and they don't know shit. Vapor Self recently did a video where they proved that they didn't know that a certain Prismatic Evolutions product got reprinted and they assumed it was just doing poorly. But it had a massive reprint that came through. And I even left a comment on that video like, Anybody listen to this guy for investment advice, it's a huge red flag. But the thing is, most people who do investment content are doing it because it's a quick way to get views, right? All you got to do is buy a couple of sealed products and talk about it. Talk about how you think it goes to the moon. Sure, you're not going to have everybody agree with you, but hey, just buy one of these shelves and throw a whole bunch of sealed shit on it, and people will believe you know what you're talking about. So investment's a quick, easy ticket, but it's not a fun ticket, right? I'm not an investor. I'm a collector. Sure, I have a couple of sealed items on this shelf down here on the bottom, down up here on the top. Some sealed items stuck away in the closet until we get a bigger space and can display more of it. But when it comes to investment content, if that's something that interests you, that could be a way that you can create content. Here's where I'm going to shift in what I want to do. Commentary style videos, right? And no, I'm not talking commentary such as like Rock Sandy and Opossum Bud. Although I watch those guys, and although they do a lot of awesome content and a lot of things that are helpful for the community, a lot of the stuff they discuss is drama, right? It's stuff that's talking about issues in the community, their opinions on these issues, things that are drama related. I don't always want to do that. For example, I think I'm going to create a video in the future that talks about serialized cards in the hobby. Should Pokemon have serialized cards? Is that really a drama video? They're probably going to think my opinion's dumb, but I also will include some videos that might be a little bit more drama related. Like I got an upcoming video that's going to be about stolen content on the X platform in Pokemon. And then there might be some videos where somebody might disagree with my opinion a lot, but it's not intended to be controversial. Like I have an upcoming video where I'm going to outright just talk about why I'm not going to buy sealed Union Arena product anymore. I am going to stick to singles. I got that video coming up very shortly. So if you're a Union Arena fan, that might be something you might be interested in. While I'm going to be primarily a Pokemon themed channel, I am still card game nomad. I will still talk about other card games from time to time. But for the most part, most of my knowledge goes into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I have some knowledge in One Piece, but not a lot of knowledge in One Piece. I have some knowledge in Digimon, not a lot of knowledge in Digimon. More so, I like collecting those cards because of the artwork. Does that mean that I'm going to get rid of pack openings on this channel? Not at all. When it comes to pack openings, right? For example, if I decide to cave in and want to rip this open, if there's some badass cards in here or a chance for badass cards, you know I'm going to be ripping it and I'm going to be hitting that record button. But will I go through the trouble of editing that video for content, for long form content? Probably not. If it was a product that I know there's not a lot of openings for, like a rival battle deck, or it's something I can offer a lot of insight to, or if it's like my Dragon Ball History Z serialized hitbox, if it's something that can absolutely pop off and do well long form, yeah, we'll upload it. But if it's a video that might not be so good, let's say I open up that box and the best card to get in there is like a $2 mythic, I'll just make that a short. Let's shrink it down to a 60-second box where I put like the 5 best hits on camera and make it a short. So my openings will still all be recorded, but some will be recorded as a short, some will be recorded as a long form video. That also means that the content that you guys are going to see, the multiple videos a week, are not always going to be pack openings anymore. And I think that will actually help the channel. Guys, I'm not your top level collector, right? I'm not somebody who's been in the hobby spending millions of dollars every year. I'm not your alpha investment, your Danny's, your PokeRev. I'm not your big spender. But I have been in the hobby for 30 years. I have collected trading cards since I was a young kid. My knowledge with the trading card games is at least something that can give some insight to you guys to help you guys grow as collectors. And that's the goal and purpose that's going to be with the rest of this, with the videos going forward, is instead of focusing on pack openings, because pack openings are the worst form of trading card content to make right now, especially if you're not somebody who is skilled at video editing like myself, you have to pivot. You're spending money to open up these cards. Now, obviously, if you were like sponsored or something like that, like somebody giving you free cards to open up, it's a different story. But when you're paying out of pocket, either you have to go big or go home a lot of times, right? Let's say you wanted to open up a case of Destined Rivals. You're spending, what, $1,500 a box or like a case to rip for one video. And that video is probably not going to pop off like you want it to because you got another bigger creator who just did 1,000 packs of Destined Rivals, so I don't have to. If I was to go in and talk about the top 10 best artworks, there's not many creators who are doing that. Top 10 best artworks from Destined Rivals. There's nobody doing a binder themes from Destined Rivals. Like what kind of theme binders can you make from the cards from Destined Rivals, right? There is nobody doing those types of things. And I think we could have fun with those types of videos. So going forward, you're going to have some videos where I'm at this backdrop. You're going to have some videos where I'm at the desk and I'm recording. I may react to some content creators now. I may go through and react to a Danny Phantom video. He actually has one that I really want to react to and offer my insight for you guys. Nostalgianomics is always a fun one to react to because he's got a lot of wild takes and it's really interesting to respond to his takes. So I may do some react content. We will still have openings. We're just not going to spam 5 openings a week anymore. And most importantly, this channel, us as a community, we're just going to talk and discuss trading cards. And hopefully you guys enjoy that change to the content because I just don't think Pokemon pack openings will be as great anymore in terms of like content making experience. But I think when we make videos like this, when we do react content, when we do other type of discussion videos, PSA submissions, returns, maybe I'll talk about my failures as a business, like some of the mistakes I made, stuff like that. Could be more fun to do those types of videos. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on pack opening content versus other styles of content down in the comment section below. And as always, remember to keep it classy and stay awesome.